Hello, hello, everyone. My name is Chloe, and I am your friendly neighborhood music therapist, obviously. Today, I thought we could look at one of my favorite interventions to do, especially with groups. It is called the Wheel of Destiny. And I tell them it always has to be said in that cadence because obviously it does, right? It has that name, it deserves it. So, how the Wheel of Destiny works, the Wheel of Destiny, how it works is I have a mystical, magical, colorful wheel of all different types of titles on it. We spin the wheel, it ends on a title, we look at a song clip from that title, and then we analyze it together. So, I have a set of pre approved song clips from animated movies or musical theater shows, and I put the titles on a themed wheel and we give it a spin. That's really all the prep that goes into it. I am minimizing that though. It does take a lot of time to find the right songs for each group and everything. But once you got them made, hey, it's a real nice one to just dive into. So here is the website I use. It is called wheelofnames.com. And like I said, it is free. So you do have these ads that pop up when you first open it, but you can close those on out. Get out of here. When it first pops up, it's going to give you just a random list of names because this is marketed as a name generator. So it's not really meant to be like a Wheel of Fortune type deal, but easily remedied. You just get rid of those in that little text box section and you put in whatever you're thinking. So if you're thinking for instance, if you're thinking like a wheel full of musical theater shows, then maybe you put in like Next to Normal, Rent, Newsies. You know your group better than others. Whatever shows that you think fit well with the theme that you're going for or with your group's interests. You could do Disney movies as well. You can do like Hercules, Mulan, The Little Mermaid, and see. Those are really good ones, especially with adult groups, strangely enough, because they're super nostalgic. So adults have a ton of fun just listening to old Disney movies and talking about them. A lot of them actually we can deep dive in pretty well. So if we're thinking about themes like relationships or impermanence or regulating ourselves, like all of these kind of different categories, many songs go into those. So identity, Mulan is a great one for identity. Once you have whatever feels good to you, right? I'll put the musical theater ones back in here too, because why not? You can keep adding to it, all of that good stuff. You just do that little arrow back and it gives you the full thing. You can also do a full screen and it'll just get rid of that top part. But whenever you figure out what you want with your wheel, there is a little save button up here. You can save to the cloud, you can save to a local file, and just name it whatever you like. Save it, like I said, you can save it however you like. It is a really nice thing to have if you have a bit of prep time and then save it so that you can just kind of go into it whenever you want. I normally have the songs for each show kind of like in my head or in a like YouTube playlist or something. That way I know which ones go with which titles and all of that. That way I don't have to redo the work every single time. So that is my little rundown of this one. You can obviously do any of these options above. I'll put this back on up here for us. Yeah, you can share it. Once you save it, you can just reopen it, make new ones, customize, you know, how you want it to look, how you want it to sound. You can add all of those lovely little things in there. You can have different settings for when you spin and after you spin. So there is a little confetti option. I like the confetti option. I just tell people that the wheel is a little extra. And you can change the sound and volume and all of those good things. So feel free adjust like sensory needs as you want and the colors as themed and all of those fun things. This is what it looks like. And then we can say remove that. It gets rid of it for the next spin and so on and so forth. It's an activity that I've had a lot of success with. Clients of all ages really like it. Older adults to young children. I've had both and all ask for it, have it put in their group's toolboxes and stuff like that. So feel free, give it a try out. Wheelofnames.com is what it is, what I use. It's just a free resource, so I always think those are good to share. And it's not sponsored, like I said. So, but hint, hint, would be nice at some point if somebody would want to do that. But yeah, it's a great group activity. It's good for individual sessions too. If you got somebody that really likes games, it's one of those kind of gamey things that you can put in the mix there, kind of bridge the gap between interests in music if you need to do that. It's really wonderful for getting some like rapport built and group cohesion if you're having difficulty with that, practicing social skills, all of that great thing. But depending on what topic you use and what songs you use, you can keep it super light for that, co-regulation activity. Or you can take it super deep for a lot of processing and heavy stuff. Yeah, just depending on how you want to run it. And if it's something that you have questions or ideas about, feel free, share. I would love to hear how would you make this better. you know if you do decide to give it a shot, my biggest suggestion is just to bring a bunch of energy with it, because if you treat it as this super awesome fun thing, then it feels super awesome and fun, even though it's just a colorful wheel with a little shot of confetti at the end. All right, y'all, that's it for me. Have an amazing day. Bye bye.